Trying something different today. Hi. I was actually letting you guys be on first. So I'm curious to know, was it weird? Was it like you guys were just like hanging out? I want to know. So let me know in the comments. Okay. It was a whirlwind today. So here I am. I'm like, oh, wow. It's time for the Trello. We have a bunch of people who jumped into our group trying to get the event link and they didn't get it. So I'll have to get them the replay on it. I asked Anna if she could basically go ahead and quick request them. So we might have some latecomers, but it's okay. This will be short and sweet. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with all of the wonderful possibilities of Trello. I wanted to be able to give you guys the basics because when it comes to making your business work for you, I really truly believe in the power of simplicity and being able to keep up with it, right? Like I did Team Z, and some of you like Team Z and you guys are my heroes, but the key with being able to sustain your business is to find out things that work for you, but also find things that are easy for you to turn around and teach the people on your teams too, right? Because they're going to ask you, what do you do? How do you stay organized? And so I have to thank Anna for turning me on to Trello because we use it for all of Anna's work that she does with me, all of her projects and all that stuff. So that's how I found out about it. So I'm going to share with you guys what I've learned today. So in the comments, why don't you chat with me and let me know if this is your first training with me. And then as far as Zoom, I'd love to know who's new, and then welcome everyone that made it live. And then also I want to know, what are you currently doing with your leads list? Okay. It's like the $1 million question, but I also think it's the question that no one's talking about, right? So what are you doing with your leads list? It's okay to say, I freaking don't know. I'm a hot mess express over here. I'm sure you'd be surprised that you're not alone, because even 6 and 7 figure earners, like I'll be honest, we don't all have it going on. Christy Deli came to visit and we did some stuff today, podcast and all this stuff. And so she was saying what it was like being with me. And she said she thought when she'd get here that there would be all of these like charts and boards. And she thought my whole house was just going to be lists. And she got here and she was like, how do you do all this? I'm like, I don't know. I have a process for things and I have a calendar and I time block and I follow my inspired action and I focus on what's important. And she's like, oh, okay, I think I'll just hang out here and watch you. So I think that there's this like mystery around it. And I want to just break it down. It's nothing fancy. Everybody finds their things. Marina Simone is somebody who I mentored under for a long time when I first got started in social media. She uses notebooks and she's multiple 6 figures every single year from her network marketing and her branding. So you can be old school and use a notebook, or you can do something like Trello, like I'm going to show you. So in the comments, just put how you're currently handling your leads list. How are you feeling about your leads list? Are you feeling in control? Are you feeling like you need something simple? Are you feeling like, you know what, I'd love to just try this and see what you do and see if it would work for me. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and share my screen so I can show you guys how this works. You all get the replay. I'm going to email the replay out. That's why I forced registration for this so you guys could see that as well. So here we go. Okay, so we are going to, let me move this down here. Now this right here, Trello. So if you go to Trello.com right here, you can actually get Trello for free. And it also has an app. I know for sure on the iPhone it does. I don't know about other devices. So if you guys have an Android or anything, just let us know if it's available in the comments for non-iPhone users, but Trello is free. So I think that there are some advanced features. So if anyone has the advanced feature and you're paying for it, can you put in the comments any benefits you have found by paying for it? Because I don't, I just have it for free. So what you can do is up here, it says boards. So I have different boards. Like I said, I use this for real for my business, but I also use it with Anna. So the cool thing is that you can create different boards and you can invite other people to participate in your board. So let's say you do get a virtual assistant part-time 5 hours a week. How are you going to communicate to her? Maybe it's something you do with your team. So maybe you and your leadership team, you guys all share a board. So maybe you guys group together, you guys run your team trainings, whatever. You could share the board with them. Okay, maybe you're running your business with a spouse. I don't know what that looks like for you, but you can actually co-collaborate and have different people that have access to your board if you want to. So you just click boards and you can put add new. And so this one's my demo. And then I'm just going to walk you through how you can make your boards. So if you go over this way, what I did is I already added these in obviously to show you guys, but you click add board. So when you go to create your Trello, there's going to be a blank board and you just title it at the top. So you can add more like I just showed you. So up here, when you click at the top, basically how Trello works is imagine you're a teacher or a network marketer or somebody who is managing a leads list and you had your boards on the wall. This is a way to take something like a big dry erase board or a big chalkboard, and it's a way to take all of that with you, either on your laptop, on your cell phone. And my favorite part about this versus doing a chalkboard, which I have my chalkboard still for like my super uber important stuff, or if I want to manifest something, I just write it on the board so it will happen. It's just like a thing I do. Is that you can move stuff around really easy on here. I have a chalkboard, so I have to wait for it to dry, when I erase things. And then if you have a dry erase, you have to erase it and move things, which is fine. But you're going to see how quickly and easy it is to move things around on here. So it's really fast. It's really efficient. And I like how simple it is so you can see everything. In the comments, share with me if you're visual or not. Like, I don't know about you, but I'll be in the closet and suddenly I'll find like the cutest dress from 5 years ago that I didn't even know I had. And I'm like, oh, well, I really wish I would have known that because I could have worn it at least a couple times a year because it's not right in front of me. I can't see it. You know what I mean? So if you're a visual learner or you like to see everything in front of you, you're going to like something like this versus maybe Teamsy where everything's gone. So the way Teamsy is once you did your thing with your lead, it's gone. Like you can't visually see your whole leads list. Okay. I also use Google Sheets, which a lot of you see my trainings, and I have all my names I have like 500, 1,000 names on there. Everybody goes on there. That's my master list. But then everybody who's live and I'm working with and who are more like, I've engaged with them recently, maybe they're trying the product, they all go here. Okay. So I don't have my whole list on here. This is just my active live, the people I'm most engaged with. Okay. So the cool thing is you guys can use this for just about everything. You know what you might want to do? I actually was thinking about this today. I've got several like personal things I need to do right now. Like we have to get Addison's kindergarten paperwork and stuff like that. I was like, it'd be cool for me just to have a board where I'm just like, what are all those little things? You know what I mean? The dentist appointment, da, 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 da. So you could just have a personal board. And if you're working on your business and that pops up, instead of stopping, who's done this before, you're in the middle of prospecting and you stop and to call the dentist, you throw dentist on the personal list and you keep on going. Okay. So let me show you how it works. So at the top of your board, you are going to call it something. So the first one says prospects. If you want to change it, you just click on it and you can change the name. Okay. Easy peasy. So how it works is when you have your board, so our first board is prospects, you just add another card. So each person on here is a card. So think of the old school way with a Rolodex. You had your cards or your business cards if you go to a conference and you walk away with a big pile of cards. These are your cards. So down here it says add another card and then you type in the name. So we're going to say, we'll say Sassy Sarah. So Sarah's got some spunk. You're just like, I'm watching Sarah. She's got some posture. I think I would like to talk to her because she could crush it if she decided to join my team. So you just type her name in and you can hit enter, or you could put influencer. You could put a viewed story. So if you're like, wow, she's an influencer and she looked at my story, I totally want to check her out, right? And then you hit enter and it makes the card happen, okay? Now, a couple of features that you can do here is when you click on Sassy Sarah's card, it opens it up. Look at this magic. Now, you do not have to use this, but if you're a detail person or you like colors and sorting things, you're going to love this. You can attach files, you can add comments, descriptions, whatever you want to put on here. Maybe you say, commented on her post. So maybe you just put that real quick. You comment on her stuff and you just make a quick note that you comment on her stuff. Over here, you can put labels and you can color code. So if she's an influencer, maybe you make all your like big fish, which I'm actually going to do a training on right after this on your See First list. So this would apply to that. Let's say there's somebody who's like your big fish, okay, an influencer. Maybe the purple means big fish. So when you're done, you just kind of X out of here and it saves Sassy Sarah as purple. So when you're going down your list really quick, you can see purple means influencer. Again, you don't have to use that. You could literally work off of just this. And you see Sassy Sarah, she's an influencer, viewed my story. Okay, I know what to do next, okay? Now, let's say you comment on Sassy Sarah's stuff and she comments back. Okay, she comments back and she's like, oh, wow, Kimberly, I've been following your page. I really like what you're posting. You're doing a great job. And I message her and I say, hey, Sassy Sarah, I've been watching you as well. I love your stuff. I love how, you're out there just coming across really like inspirational, you're influential. how long have you been building your social media presence? And she's like, oh, I've been working on it for about 3 years. And you're like, wow, that's amazing. I actually work with a lot of influencers and I actually do social marketing. She's like, well, what's that? Then you explain to her what you do. So you actually build your business through social sharing, social marketing, sharing what you're doing on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And say, I think you could actually be really good at it. I'm not sure if it'd be a fit or not. Can I get you some more information? And Sarah's like, sure, Sassy Sarah. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we move the card. You guys watch me grab this, grab the card and move it on over to the next column. Okay. So what we're doing is we are moving her through a funnel that's sideways. If you've ever seen a funnel before, we're flipping it on its side. This part, the prospect column, should be the biggest. So let's say you had 20 people in the prospect column. This means you need to prospect them, get to know them, find an in to bring up your business or product. Then once you get them and do that, they go to the exposed list. This list is going to be a little smaller because you don't always prospect everybody, right? So now we've moved Sassy Sarah to the exposed list. So what you could do is click on it and just say, she said she'd hop on a Zoom. Okay, whatever. So now you've put her over here and then you need to put set up. Okay. So she's like, sure, I'll talk to you, sure, I'll get on the Zoom with you. I'm always open to seeing what's out there. So you're going to talk to your upline to get Sassy Sarah on a Zoom. So you might, in the meantime, send her a video to watch. You might, this is setup free account sampler. You could put third-party tools, send video, website. You could tag her in a group. As you guys know, I think it's a little harder to do. Maybe you sample her, maybe whatever. You give her something to look at while you're setting up the Zoom. So you move Sassy Sarah over here once you've sent her a video, okay? So send her the video. You're working on the three-way Zoom with her, and you're talking to your upline, okay? So once you get the Zoom set up or the three-way call, then you put her over here. You guys see we're just moving her along, okay? A couple of notes on some of the other features. Like I said, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I don't wanna overwhelm you. I just want you guys to get your list on here in your columns, is the reminder feature. So let's say Sassy Sarah, we get on a Zoom with her. She loves everything, but she's like, I need to talk to my husband about this because I'm an all or none kind of person. I like what I see, but I'm just not sure. So she's like, he's gone, he's traveling, he's gonna be back this weekend. So say, cool, I'll circle back with you on Monday. So go over here and click due date. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a time, probably first thing in the morning, right? Because Monday mornings are always a good time to prospect because a lot of people are like, case of the Mondays, right? So on Monday morning on the 15th, I am going to make a reminder, okay? This says enable the calendar power up. I think you can do something like it syncs up. I don't really get that. So just save it and you're gonna get an email reminder, okay? It's gonna email you. How awesome is that, right? So you're gonna get a reminder on April 15th to reach back out to her, okay? So have you ever had somebody where you prospected and then suddenly out of the blue, like 3 weeks later, you realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to follow up on that person? Shake your heads. We're just like, and they were somebody good, meaning you felt really good. You had a great interaction and you're like, oh, I blew it. Okay. You didn't blow it. It's going to be okay. But if you would have put them in here and had the reminder, it would have been taken care of for you because we're trying to keep that in our heads, right? We want to take that out of our minds, keep our minds calm so it can focus on recruiting and attracting the people that we want on our team, okay? So that is the reminder feature. The due date comes up and then we can obviously follow up with her, okay? I also have new customers on here because I think it's important to keep an eye on your new customers. Keep them on here until they're totally in love with the product. And then also remember to always try to get them to do an online event with you, okay? That's something that sometimes people miss. Have them do an online event with you. If they love the product or ask them to do a post for you, that always goes a long way and it can happen. But you got to know who your customers are. So put all your new customers here. If you have anyone on your team that's new, I also put any fast start or rising star people up here. So once in a while, like, once a day, if you've got brand new people, just check on them. Just look at their numbers, see how they're doing, reach out to them, say, check on them and how the conversations and help them navigate this process, right? Are they getting them into a three-way chat? Are they getting them in touch with you? Are they earning those bonuses? Okay, so this is just me personally, what I would use for my example here. You could do whatever you wanted. You might say, well, I don't like how she has this set up. This is my Trello board. You make your Trello board, and then you could set it up however you want to. And you can change it as you go along too, okay? And then it syncs up to your cell phone. So if you're out and about and you meet somebody, like we just met somebody at Whole Foods this morning, Christy Tilly and I did, and they connected on Facebook. Well, Christy's going to go on with her day, right? And she's going to forget about that person. She needs a quick in her phone, pull out her Trello and put that person's name on the prospect list, because she didn't actually tell her what she did. They just talked about she has something that could help her with her energy. Okay. So that person would be in the prospect list. So like I said, short and sweet here. I'm just going to look really quick to see if you have any comments. Yes, visual learner, me too. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay. So you will get the replay of this. It's super simple, but I don't know about you, but I like to watch and then go do it and whatever. But I learned this by myself before a team meeting in like 5 minutes. If I can, you guys can. Trust me, I am not tech savvy. So I would play around with it till you get it how you want to. Give it a go for a solid 1 to 2 weeks. You might know after a few days if you like it or not, but you have to be consistent. So this is your homework. What I want you to do is don't go back and put 500 names on here, because let's face it, you're not going to do it. What I want you to do is just pull out your most recent list, whether it be on sticky notes, cocktail napkins, written on your arm, get all those names, and I want you to put them on here. Okay, where are they at in your funnel? And then I want you to go through them and see if there's anyone that you need to reach out to. Just get really organized, guys. Schedule an hour this week and just time block it. Feel like I'm getting organized. Because what better thing could you do for your business than to get organized and have a system like this so you can just jump in, prospect, get in and get out, and just be able to have really high level interaction with people and show that you're a professional. So I think that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to stop the share because I do have to pop off for the other trainings. It's on the phone and the computer. Yeah, it's pretty much, I think it's everywhere. It works with Android. That's awesome. Okay, good. Sometimes when I do these, people are like, no, it doesn't work with your thing. I'm like, oh, is this safe? Will it go down and lose everything? I don't think it's bad. No, I think it's good. You are so welcome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to pop off here. So if you guys want to, I'm doing a training. And I can't remember where. Okay, the Goal Digger Girl, my business page on your See First list. So if you want to see how I use that to really target people and, really find the people that I want to bring onto my team, and it's really effective, then hop on over there and you guys can check it out. So thanks for being on live, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.